A natural hazard is a natural phenomenon that might have a negative effect on humans and other animals or the environment. Natural hazards are naturally occurring physical phenomena. They can be geophysical, a hazard originating from solid earth such as earthquakes, landslide, and volcanic activity. Hydrological, caused by the occurrence, movement, and distribution of water on earth, such as floods and avalanches. Climatological, relating to climate such as droughts and wildfires. Meteorological, relating to weather conditions such as cyclones and storms. And biological, caused by exposure to living organisms and their toxic substances or diseases they may carry, such as disease epidemics and insects and animal plagues.
Good day everyone, I am Karen Sikanyete, a 4th year BS Entrepreneurship student. What I mean by earthquake? So earthquake are the vibrations caused by rock breaking under stress. It is the shaking of the surface of the earth resulting from a sudden release of energy that creates seismic waves. It can be ranged in size, from those that are weak, which cannot be felt, and those violent enough to propel objects and people into the air and wreak destructions across the entire cities. No part of the Earth's surface is immune from earthquakes, but some regions experience them more frequently than others. The primary effects of earthquakes are ground shaking, ground rupture, landslide, tsunamis, and liquefaction. Fires are probably the single most important secondary effect of earthquakes.
Good day everyone, Norgin Galiomagos from BSC4. My topic to be discussed is about volcanic eruption. Volcanic eruption is when lava and gas are released from a volcano, sometimes explosively. Explosively produce ash and pyroclastic density currents. The most dangerous types is called glowing avalanche, which is freshly erupted magma flows down the side of a volcano. The three predominate, which is the buoyancy of the magma, second, the pressure from the exhaled gases and the magma, and lastly, the injection of the new batch into an already failed magma chamber. Thank you.
Good day everyone, my name is Nicalyn Tuano and my topic to be discussed is about tornado. So what is tornado? So a tornado is a violently rotating column of air that extends from a thunderstorm to the ground. So it's often portended by a dark, greenish sky. So black storm clouds gathered. So baseball-sized hail may fall. A funnel suddenly appears as though descending from a cloud. So the funnel hits the ground and roars forward with a sound like that of a freight train approaching. So the tornado tears up everything in its path. So that is what a tornado.
I am Julian De La Cruz to report about thunderstorm. So, what do we mean by a thunderstorm? A thunderstorm is a violent, short-lived weather disturbance that is almost always associated with lightning, thunder, dense clouds, heavy rains or hails, and strong gusty winds. So, this thunderstorm arises when layer of warm, moist air rise in a large and swift updraft to cooler regions of the atmosphere.
Ma'am, my topic is about tropical cyclones. Tropical cyclones, also known as typhoons of hurricanes. It is an intense circular storm that originates over warm tropical oceans and characterized by low atmosphere pressure. Tropical cyclones is a rotating organized system of clouds and thunderstorms that originates over tropical or subtropical waters. They has a number of different hazards that can individually cause significant impact on life and property. Storm surge, flooding, extreme winds, tornadoes, and lightning. Tropical cyclones are one of the biggest threats to life and property even in the formative stages of their development.
So, flood. Ang pagbaha sa baybayin na tinatawag ding storm flooding ay mangyayari kapag ang isang malaking bagyo at tsunami ay nagiging sanhi ng pag-agos ng dagat sa loob ng bansa. Ang pagbabaha ay isang pinakalaganap na sakuna dito sa ating mundo.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, classmates. I'm Gabriel Boko. My topic is all about blizzard. Blizzard means it is a severe snowstorm defined by the strength of the winds rather than the amount of snow it brings. With wind speeds at or above 35 miles per hour. Blizzards create blowing snow condition where snow on the ground is picked up by the wind, causing reduced visibility and the accumulation of snow drifts. A blizzard lasts for 3 or more hours and often leads to the accumulation of lots of snow, either as new snowfall or redistribution of previously fallen snow as blowing snow. That's all. Thank you.
Storm surge is also known as daluyong ng bagyo. It is the abnormal rise of water generated by a hurricane over and above predicted astronomical tide, wherein it changed the water level, reaching up to 20 feet or more in many cases. It is also a tsunami-like phenomenon. Paano nga ba ito nangyayari? Ito ay nangyayari sanhi ng malakas na hangin at mababang atmospheric pressure dulot ng tropical cyclone, kung saan itinutulak ng malakas na hangin ang tubig sa karagatan papunta sa mababang bahagi ng baybayin. Halimbawa nito ay noong mangyari ang Super Typhoon Yolanda taong 2013, kung saan marami ang mga namatay dahil sa hindi nila alam ang terminong storm surge at kung ano ang mga precautionary warning signals nito.
Next is about lightning. Lightning is a giant spark of electricity in the atmosphere between clouds, the air, or the ground. In the early stages of development, air acts as an insulator between the positive and the negative charges in the cloud and between the cloud and the ground. When the opposite charges build up enough, this insulating capacity of the air breaks down and there is a rapid discharge of electricity that we all know as lightning. The flash of lightning temporarily equalizes the charged regions in the atmosphere until the opposite charges build up again.
Drought. A drought is an event of large shortages in the water supply, whether atmospheric below average precipitation surface water or groundwater. A drought can last for months or years, or may be declared after as few as 15 days. It can a substantial impact of the ecosystem and agriculture of the affected region and harm to the local economy. Annual dry seasons in the tropics significantly increase the chances of drought developing and subsequent bushfires.
Tsunamis are giant waves caused by earthquakes and volcanic eruptions under waters. Out of the depth of the oceans, tsunami waves are not dramatically increasing its heights, but as it travels inland, it made up to higher and higher heights as the depth of the ocean decreases. Also, a tsunami can cause a massive destructions to where it may landed. It may cause massive destructions on the infrastructures, trees, and everything that it may pass through. Also, a tsunami can travel as fast as a jet planes over the deep waters.
Hello everyone. Welfare is a part of nature. It makes king, rule, and shaping ecosystem by serving as a part of agent of renewal and change. But fire can be deadly, destroying homes, trees, forests, grassland, wildfire habitat and timber, and polluting the air with emissions harmful to human health and also animals. That's all. Thank you. A landslide is defined as the movement of mass of rocks diverts on earth down a slope. Landslides are a type of mass wasting which devote any downslope movement of soil and rock under the direct influences of gravity. Earthquake shaking and the other factors can also induce landslide underwater. That's all. Thank you.
An avalanche is a rapid flow of snow down a hill or mountainside. Although avalanches can occur on any slope given the right conditions, certain times of the year and certain locations are naturally more dangerous than others. Winter time, particularly from December to April, is when most avalanches tend to happen. However, avalanche fatalities have been recorded every month of the year. During an avalanche, a combination of snow and ice is formed. The avalanche begins when the snowpack is unstable and it breaks off along the mountain slope. When the snow breaks apart from the mountain, it begins to accelerate downhill and picks up other materials along the way.
A cold wave is known as some region as a cold snap. It is a weather phenomenon that is distinguished by cooling of the air. It is rapid fall temperature within 24-hour period requiring substantially increased protection to agriculture industry, commerce, and social activities. The precise quotation for a cold wave is determined by the rate at which the temperature falls and the minimum to which it falls. A cold wave causes death and injury to livestock and wildfire. Exposure to cold mandates greater intake for animals, including humans, and if the cold wave accompanied by heavy persistent snow, grazing animals may be unable to reach needed food and die for hypothermia or starvation. They often necessitate the purchase of food stuffs to feed livestock and considerable cost to farmers.
Another example of natural hazard is the ice storm. So an ice storm are caused by freezing rain. So when falling rain comes into contact with a freezing cold surface, the rain turns into ice on contact. So the freezing rain covers everything in smooth ice, which on surfaces such as roofs and roads is particularly dangerous. So the weight of the ice can break mga tree branches and can affect the power and telephone line. So here we can see in the picture the devastation caused by an ice storm. What are the dangers of ice storms? So the dangers are similar to snowstorms. We have vehicle accidents, hypothermia, fires, and carbon monoxide poisoning. So over 500 lives are lost each year in USA due to carbon monoxide poisoning, mainly resulting from using mga alternatives heat generators due to loss of conventional power.
Flash flood. It is a rapid flooding of low-lying areas, washes, rivers, dry lakes, and depressions. It may be caused by a heavy rain associated with severe thunderstorm, hurricane, tropical storm, or meltwater from ice or ice flowing over ice sheet or snow fields.
Good day everyone! I am Jessica Kubacha from BSE4 and my topic is about heat wave. Heat wave, it is a period of excessively hot weather which may be accompanied by high humidity, especially in oceanic climate countries. So, heat wave is being considered in here nga extreme weather, and it can be also a natural disaster and danger. Because iya heat nga hit ka ng sunlight na overheat hiya nga dahit ka na ni human body, and it can usually be detected using forecasting instrument so that warning call can be issued. Thank you.
Storm. So storm is a violent disturbance of the atmosphere with strong winds and usually rain, thunder, lightning, or snow. And I know that all of us are curious how it is formed. So storms are formed simply when a warm, moist air over the water rises and it is replaced by a cooler air. Then this cooler air will then warm and start to rise. This cycle causes a huge storm clouds form. And these storm clouds will begin to rotate with the spin of the earth, forming an organized system.
Is a form of precipitation consisting of solid ice that forms inside the thunderstorm upwards. Hail can damage aircraft, homes, and cars, and can be deadly to livestock like cow, chicken, hogs, and also people. Hailstorms are formed when raindrops are carried upwards by thunders upwards into extremely cold area of the atmosphere and freeze. The most frequently impacted by hailstorm are Nebraska, Wyoming, and Colombia, and Colorado states.
Sinkholes are formed when land surface above collapses and sinks into the cavities, or when the surface materials is carried downward into the voids. Drought, along with the resulting high groundwater withdrawals, can make conditions favorable for sinkholes to form.
Cosmic or astronomical impact represents the most extreme class of natural hazards, combining a very low probability of occurrence with the capability of killing hundreds of billion and destabilizing global civilizations. Fortunately, these disasters are amenable to precise predictions and even can be avoided entirely by appropriate application of space technology. However, impacts take place so rarely that they have only recently been recognized as a significant natural hazards. One of the examples of these natural hazards was happened on February 15, 2013. The meteor strikes Russia and over 1,000 billion injured. This is the largest meteor in more than a century crash in western Siberia.